I got to
Oh, go ahead. Sheathe yourself.
have to, you know.
You never know.
Oh, excuse me. I'm a golfer now, guys. I identify as a golfer.
It's
I'm
official.
an avid golfer. Just got a couple clubs re-gripped today.
That makes you, when you're using your clubs to the point that you need to get them re-gripped.
Bro, I'm dropping mods on my shit, bro. I'm modifying my gear, bro.
Yeah, aftermarket.
Only way to go. Third party.
You don't get great without a couple enhancements.
100%. 100%. Look at the wear on this glove.
Yeah, the wherewithal.
Do you see this? Take a look at this. Look at the wear on this glove.
Dog leather.
Premium dog leather. This is made out of kangaroo bladder.
No joke, when I watched this like documentary on people like going through countries in Asia, like hunting dog leather makers, they were saying that one of the things they use them for are golf gloves.
Get out of here. Dog leather?
Yeah.
Damn. I hope not. This is a different kind of leather than I've ever had on a glove.
Well,
It's very stretchy. It's very nice. Your glove should fit you snugly. These shouldn't be loose material.
Okay.
And it's going to stretch out over time, you know, according to YouTube, you know, because I am now a golfer. If you guys didn't already know, I'm a golfer.
Yeah.
I golf.
yeah.
You know, so see me on the golf course, bro.
You're a golfer.
What else you got, man?
There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Like
A lot of things going on right
a
now.
lot of things, like a lot of birdies.
A lot of birdies, a lot of birds, military birds getting surgery. Military birds not surviving said surgeries.
That's right. Oh, you're talking about that young woman that we just talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. She young, man. I think 22.
22
years old. Gets a BBL, dies from complications.
A lot of people don't know BBL is like one of the most dangerous surgeries you could get. You got to think they're sucking fat out of places, right?
Yep.
And then they take that fat and they just viciously shove it in to other areas in your body. If that fat that they're putting in, if you hit a vein and then they shove fat in that vein, isn't that what like a heart attack is?
Not a heart attack, more like kind
Stroke?
of more like a stroke. It would be, you know, it's called a fat embolism. So that shit would just float around your body till it gets stuck somewhere. And when it gets stuck in your lung, you're in deep shit.
So it's like one of the most dangerous surgeries you could get.
I don't know if that's what got her, because, you know, here on the Masters Unknown, we don't read the full article. We see a headline, we get an opinion from it, and then we talk about it.
Yeah, I don't read the article. The article reads me.
That's right. But I do play golf. And yeah, so I don't know what killed her during that surgery, the complications or whatever, but I would imagine it was probably a fat embolism or something.
Yeah, dude, that's how when you die from a BBL, that's what you die from.
Yeah, it's yo, if people had any idea how common it is, like, I mean, it's more common to see a chick walking around with one that you survived. But it's wild, son.
But
don't do
when
it.
you compare it to like the amount of people who die getting like an open heart surgery, it's like what you're way safer getting open heart.
Yeah. Well, it's elective surgeries. I know. I don't know about versus other surgeries. So like surgeries that aren't really necessary, like life-threatening, they lead to pack in terms of people dying from it.
Last week, speaking of elective surgeries, we talked about their advancements in the Binga extenders. I guess I said it close enough to my phone that now I'm being fed new information from the internet gods themselves on Binga extensions. And I learned some of the process and how they do it. They're saying you're only going to get 2 inches, but they like take out the lowest abdomen and like go in through there, and they do like a back dig, and they You're not getting an extension. They're just giving you more of what you already got.
Oh, thus the word enhancement.
Yeah. So you get, I guess there's 2 inches sitting in the reserve tank that you're not using. They push that to the forefront.
Oh, so they take the restrictor, the restrictor plate off the Red Dragon.
Exactly.
Give that thing, maxed out the RAM.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
Dude. They overclock it.
Ah,
They overclock it.
of course.
And why
They
not?
jailbreak it.
Yeah, they
Just jailbreak your piece.
Yeah.
And you're good,
Yeah,
bro.
and then the average guy, some people end up with more than 2 inches, I imagine, based on historical knowledge on the human anatomy.
I'm sure
there's somebody that ends up with 2.5.
Yeah, somebody that you never know. You never know, you know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna lose anything.
But how crazy is that they're pulling out, I don't know why they have to do it, but something about the lowest abdomen, it's got to go. When they say it's got to go, I thought they were gonna pile it on there and then sculpt it down.
Keep talking.
But apparently they got to pull that puppy out to make room for all that extra dick you're gonna have. What? You practicing your stroke?
I golf now. I'm just making sure the stroke is still right,
So for those of you who don't know and don't follow us on social media, and even if you do, we haven't posted anything about it, but we should. Justin and I, the boys, have been playing an unreasonable amount of golf lately.
Getting out there.
We've been getting out in the fields, getting out onto the greens. And I'll have you guys know a couple things. Golf, not as easy as it looks.
Yep. Hardest part is not hurting yourself or others. When that fucking chip keeps going over the green.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be scratch. My goal is to have a scratch round by the end of the summer.
What are we going to do when the winter comes?
We're going to travel. We're just going to go somewhere else where it's nice and play.
Okay.
I'm literally planning weekend trips to golf. Bro, we're going to hit, Virginia Beach, I hear, is nice.
I heard the Carolinas have some very nice courses as well.
Carolinas, we're ready to go over there. I'm telling you, I watch these YouTube guys, man. Watch these YouTube guys.
Dude, there's a lot of YouTube golf.
Yeah. And it's so dope. They're playing right now. Dude, I just watched them play. Like these guys, the Bryan Brothers Golf Channel, and they had Grant Horvat. I don't know if you know him. Like these golfer, dude. He just played in a live tournament, like on tour.
Live in Miami?
No, live in like the United Arab Emirates, like the company that was buying all the golfers, the ones that offered Tiger Woods like $1 billion.
Yeah, and
to play.
And they would expunge his cheating record too.
Yeah.
He would no longer be a cheater.
Tiger cheated?
On his wife?
Oh, I thought you meant cheater in sports. That doesn't matter.
No. Yeah, no, are you crazy? I would never disrespect Tiger. I would say something crazy about him cheating in sports.
But yeah, so these guys were playing, dude, they were playing for $5,000 a hole. And if there wasn't a clear winner, if they were like scoring the same or something, they were it would push to the next hole.
Jesus Christ.
So bro, it was $100,000 total, right? And I haven't gotten to the end yet, but it's so much more engaging and so much more intriguing than the actual PGA Tour. I would rather watch these guys play than watch any PGA Tour.
I'll tell you, I watched Full Send Golf even before we started golfing, and I think it's great watching those dudes get hammered and play golf. They also do the same thing when it comes to the gambling aspect of it. And some of these courses look crazy.
Yeah, I actually have an idea. I'm going to touch. I want to talk to you about it after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got a proposition.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a proposition, man. But so I enjoy that shit. So yeah, I golf. We golf. And yeah, we're going golfing.
Catch us out in the greens.
Possibly tonight, possibly tomorrow. We're going to see. We're going to get out there.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know, man. You never know. My drive
It's interesting how it's become like more mainstream now.
It's crazy to me because when I was growing up, because I grew up near a golf course. When I was growing up, every time you went by there, it was old men playing. No matter what time of day you went by there, they were old guys like 70, 80 years old. That's what you saw. And then at some point, I don't know if it's the new golfers that they're just reaching a younger audience, but now you go by there, dude, it's 14-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 22-year-old guys. These are you know, it's like kids, you see the prodigies. There's
Yeah.
groups of them. They're already dressed for like the golf culture. There'll be a group of like 4 of them and they're all walking and they're playing. Who's that? Is he laughing because I play golf?
Spaz says, strip golf a thing yet? I don't know, but I know with Justin and I getting into the sport, sky's the limit.
Sky is the limit. You
Strip
know,
golf might have to be, number one priority for us.
that's it. Callaway, holla at your boy because you want to get in on the ground floor. You know, you don't want to wait till I'm one of the greats and you missed your opportunity.
Let's talk about diversity, you know?
Hello? Are there Puerto Ricans at golf? Do we have any Puerto Ricans?
Now we do.
Well, that's right. You know, make room, guys. Guess what? Now you have to let me in.
Yep.
No matter what my score is,
Yep.
you know, because I'm checking that box.
That's funny.
All right. And I'm already a citizen. So keep ice at bay.
Yeah, they don't have to
Puerto
worry
Ricans, we don't have to worry about that.
They don't have to worry about us.
Nope.
Nope. Let us right onto the tour.
Let me on the tour if it's in your best interest.
It's funny too because I show up to these golf courses, and if you were to see me, you would believe that I look like I play golf. And I get up to this tee, and Lord knows what I'm doing out there. I'm dancing.
Yeah. Dude, remember when the starter said that to us? He was like, well, I don't have to tell you guys, you know. He's like, I usually have to tell everybody, but you guys look like you know what you're doing. You guys look like you know what you're doing. That's how we fake it. Look, come on. I play golf.
Within 10 minutes of that guy telling us that, I had ricocheted the first opening shot off of some
Off
object.
the tee, off the little block. You know those color blocks? I don't even know what they're called. There's a white one, a blue one. Dude, right off that thing, almost killed me. It came back and shot past my face.
Yeah.
It was
100%. I almost took out multiple pedestrians, but I've since improved, and I'm
Yeah.
ready to go out there and prove myself.
It was a breakfast ball, first hole.
Yeah, it was, and it wasn't warmed up. There was a lot of things with new clubs.
Yeah, it was a breakfast ball. What do we got in the chat?
Spaz says I'm so hardcore at golf, even my bank account is negative.
Oh,
I see
bro.
what you did there. Funny thing about golf is when you get into it, you start spending money,
Yep, you're re-gripping clubs, buying shoes, you
Yeah.
know, buying hats.
getting wedges.
That's it. Wedges, you're doing everything. You're pricing golf carts, you know, trailers. See if you got to tow your own.
Dude, I looked up. We don't have to tow it. I've already solved this. They make something that you just plug into your hitch and you ride the golf cart up it, and it sits sideways behind your car.
No way.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And for $8,000, we could get a 4-person cart,
Yo, I'm super down. You get a 4-person cart. Get out of here for $8,000.
and you could register it too.
Get out of here. You can put plates on that
You
thing.
can put plates on this puppy, the one I'm looking at.
Huh.
If you're serious about it,
Bro, I've never been more serious in my life. Look at me, bro. I play golf.
You ever seen that video of the guy collecting Pokemon cards, and his wife or his girlfriend comes up to him, and she's like, "What are you doing? You spent like $5,000 on Pokemon cards." And he's like, "Yeah, I got to do this." She's like, "Is everybody else spending $5,000?" He's like, "If they're fucking serious, they are. If they're fucking serious about this, they
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real. That's real. You know what I mean? I'm
It's the truth. If you're serious about this, you got to go get a new set of wedges. You know,
Gotta do it.
It's I don't want to.
and sometimes you win two bids.
Yeah, sometimes you win 2 bids. I don't want to get too deep into
You end
this.
up with duplicate clubs. You know? That's all right. That's all right. You know, I'm going to re-grip this puppy. Oh, this isn't even my putter.
That's the house putter.
It's a house putter.
But yeah, let's get back to
The topic at hand.
yeah. What the fuck is my dog doing upstairs? My dog's making the wildest sounds upstairs. There's things being knocked over,
Yeah, climbing up stuff.
climbing up.
I heard a
things.
dismount.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what she's doing. All right, let's go.
Let's get it.
First topic of the day. Oh man, Texas is underwater. You see all the floods going on in Texas?
Dude, that's terrible. I think there's like people there's already casualties, no?
Dude, there is 91 confirmed dead. As of this morning, 41 still missing. What's crazy is that where it hit, there's like this all girls like summer camp where like a bunch of like children were killed and also hurt
Yikes, dude.
and missing. So I never would send my kid to camp.
Yeah, you might just
Fucking
have a flash flood.
Crazy.
Damn, RIP to those people.
Yeah, apparently they were hit with a crazy storm that dropped like 12 inches of water in like a matter of hours.
This humidity's been nuts.
More water than they get like over like 3 or 4 months. They got within a couple hours. Texas seems to have, is Texas just getting hit with these wild events with their like ice and snow and now their floods? What's going on with Texas? Do they have dog dick like infrastructure, or are these just crazy natural disasters?
I think that there is definitely some, I don't know what kind of change it is, but there's definitely some kind of change in the weather they've been having. That's not typical for there. I mean, you're not going to put, millions or billions of dollars into snow removal if it never snows in your state. You're going to reallocate those funds for other things. And I would imagine the same thing with flooding. If flooding's not a crazy concern, if it floods once every 100 years or something like that, and it's minimal, like, what are you going to do?
Yeah,
you don't prepare for it, If I had to guess, I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm no logistical expert here.
No, listen, I'm not saying I could solve the flooding problem in Texas. I don't know what I would do. More sand, maybe. Maybe we could bring more sand in.
Maybe.
Get some irrigation.
Yeah.
A couple French drains.
Couple of them. Hang on. I've been trying to practice. So when I get down to Rita Green, you know what I'm saying? Every now and then I got to do like a rep, so you got to keep the knees strong.
You got to prepare your hamstrings.
You got to get it ready.
You've seen
the look.
TSA is getting ready to end the shoe removal within the security checkpoints.
There was that one dude with the fuse that was in his shoe. Remember, in the sole of his shoe, guy tried to light his foot, a fuse in his shoe that didn't even work. Guy probably didn't even have anything. Guy just had a candle wick or something like that.
That was like 25 years ago, and they're still making us take our shoes off, but not anymore.
Remember that guy that had explosives in his underwear on the plane, and he tried to like light it, and all he did was like burn up his whole crotch.
No.
Yeah, and then it didn't blow up, and I think everybody whooped his ass.
They definitely got technology that can see through your shoes now.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
The airport probably has the craziest technology, like security technology.
Yeah, they got the backhand technique now. They just rub your piece like this, and it's like
right?
and it's like a genie lamp. So when they rub it with the back of their hand, it lets them know they just kind of get it. It's like a magic 8-ball. They know if you got something or you don't.
Yeah, and it's weird because you can't get erect that way. Who would have known? It was like, when there's a fire, you check the back of the door with the back of your hand. Something about the nerve endings in there.
Ah, okay.
You don't check it with the front of your hand, then you can't open anything. You don't grab the doorknob with the front of your hand if the building's on fire. Check it with the back of your hand. Same thing when you're checking for explosives. You rub the piece with the back of your hand. Something about the nerve endings.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is this factual?
The fire thing for sure.
Jesus Christ. Well, maybe there's a less useful point that I can try. Maybe if you put your ass on it, you'd be a little less likely to then you could really use your hands.
Yeah, if you go forward facing, well, then at that point, that's erotic.
Yeah, run out of the building backwards. Actually, that's what you should do
if you want to be successful.
Yeah,
if you've been serious about it.
If you're goddamn serious about it.
If you're serious about it, you run out of the fucking building backwards.
That's it. If you're trying to go to work tomorrow, you're not. You're trying to show up looking crazy.
Yeah.
God
Jesus Christ.
Get it going, man.
Speaking of getting crazy,
what?
4th of July, people getting their hands blown off. California podcaster, rapper, No Jumper host 4Extra, famous gangbanger.
Is he really?
Yeah, super famous. Not super famous, but famous amongst it. For them.
4Extra with the number 4?
Yeah.
Extra with an E, or is it misspelled? With an X, just drop the E? Probably drop the E, if I had to guess.
4Extra.
Oh, there's actually an E in it. It's spelled properly. Oh, no, there's not. It's 4XTRA. There's no E.
Infamously from the 40s.
Yes, okay. Oh, I know this guy. He's the guy that was calling everybody out.
He's known for beating people up in prison.
Yeah, he was saying that he wanted to fight an MMA fighter. He said he wanted to fight a UFC guy.
He's not fighting anybody anymore.
Well, wait a minute. Can I see the hand?
Yes.
How?
Twitter. Just look up 4Extra hand explosion.
Oh, that's all, huh?
4Extra.
You gonna do it?
Yeah, I'll find it.
You're quicker than me. You've been there today.
I will show you the gruesome hand. There's
Damn.
so many memes when you look.
He'll never hold a putter again?
Never.
Jesus.
I don't want to. It's gonna be hard.
I might switch up my grip. These guys do this crazy shit too. Some of these guys. You see these guys?
You see DC, the way DC does it with the fist over.
DC who?
Daniel Cormier.
He plays golf?
He's very good. Him
Oh,
and
let's get out there.
You should see him and Justin Gaethje busting Elk Boy's ass.
Oh, bro, Justin Gaethje, you know he just won a Ferrari.
Yeah.
He won a Ferrari playing golf, bro.
Yeah. Oh my God. Look at all the memes. Look at this. The Tropic Thunder
Oh no.
with 4Xtra's face on it.
Oh no, the Tropic Thunder dude when he blew his hands off.
Oh, here he goes. You tell us what's your opinion on their ability to get that puppy back together.
Oh, they ain't putting that thing back together. Hell no. Let me see that. This guy.
We can't show you guys because every time we show you guys anything like, graphic or somebody getting beat up, our video gets taken down.
Damn, bro. His whole hand is gone. They ain't doing nothing. The only thing they're gonna be able to do is just
You don't think they'd be able to graft his abs in there or something?
no, bro. They ain't doing nothing with that. He might be lucky to get the catcher's mitt they gave that other dude.
The Spanish dude?
Yeah, damn, that's so awful.
Yeah.
I feel bad because my initial reaction is, come on, guys, we don't know better than this by now. That's my initial reaction is like, we don't know better than to do this. Like every year somebody blows their hand off, blows fingers off, blows their arm off at the shoulder. It's always something crazy. Be smarter than this, guys. Come on. Now he's never ever going to hold a putter again. He's never going to putt again. He's never going to drive again. He's never going to, he's never going to have a 250 drive off the white tees. I know it's not a big deal to most people, but this is sad. And I wouldn't show you guys this because this is horrific.
It's
dude.
graphic.
It's very graphic. It doesn't even look real. Be honest with you.
Dude,
it looks like a video game.
like the Terminator.
Yeah. Here, take that. Now that I'm thoroughly grossed out. I looked at that for way too long. That's what happens when you grow up with Rotten.com. That's what happens.
Man, it's so gross.
Yeah. Damn,
Well-
that's crazy, dude. That's
Yeah,
so
so-
sad. But I saw the picture of the things he was holding, the explosives he was holding.
He was throwing him out a car window.
Oh, come on, dude. What do you think this is? Baghdad?
Well, they say he got a bad batch. There's so much controversy around this because they're saying that now, allegedly, and I'm not from California, so I don't know the California politics, but I do know that they're saying that apparently, like, the Latinos hold, like, the market on fireworks, and there are people alleging that they're giving the African American community faulty fireworks with the intention for them to blow themselves up. But a more logical argument, people are saying that these fireworks are just rolling around inside people's trunks and not being stored properly. And what more than likely happened is that it was turned upside down for a period of time or like shaken around, and some of the gunpowder or the firework powder that's inside got on the wick and caused like an instant explosion because he lit it and it instantly blew up. It didn't the fuse didn't take a couple seconds.
Oh, wow.
And it's
Don't play with that.
It's not the first time this has happened. Every year, there's like 9,000 incidents every 4th of July.
Bro, I think it's just, there was a guy on Long Island years back, like probably 10 years ago or something like that, that blew his whole arm off at the shoulder.
I remember that.
I think he had big explosives like that in like a metal trash can or something. And like one of them didn't light. He like reached inside and blew his arm off. Like at the shoulder, his entire arm.
Fireworks are so dangerous, dude.
Dude, fireworks is a misrepresentation of what those are.
Explosives.
Those are explosives. Like that's not a firework. That's not a bottle rocket. That's if you look at it, it's literally dynamite.
Bro, that shit is TNT.
It's dynamite, dude. If you look at it, the explosives, if you look it up, this guy 4Xtra, he's holding them in his hand initially, and they are like half sticks of dynamite with fuses coming out.
TNT.
Yeah.
Dynamite.
Straight up. It's gunpowder with a wick in it.
Yeah, crazy.
Like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, so he'll never pitch again. So that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure not. But, I mean, hopefully he can leverage this into something. What's up with the chat? See the chat going.
Yeah, Spaz says he used to be 9 extra, but wait, -5.
Whoa. He's in the
The
negatives
thing
now.
is he was known for like fighting people,
Spaz.
and now he's not gonna be able to fight anybody.
Oh,
So
no.
let's just hope that. But I will say is that
Maybe he'll get into Muay Thai.
he was a healthy dude. Like, he didn't drink, smoke, or do drugs or anything. He was just, well, he also did 10 years in prison. So He's probably used to not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Don't play with explosives, bro. This is no matter how many times this happens every year. I don't even put a sparkler near me, bro. I don't want nothing to do with any of that.
People keep playing with people. Another video of a photo of Vitaly surfaced today.
Vitaly, from in the Philippines?
Yeah, dude.
He looks like shit, dude.
Yeah, dude, he looks like he lost like 40 pounds of like lean mass.
Yeah,
He
he's
looks
not.
so
They're not
thin.
feeding him, dude. It's
Yeah.
clear as day. Why isn't America trying to do something to get him back? Is he an American citizen?
He's Russian.
Oh,
He's Russian born. He's probably an American citizen by now, but he's an asshole. Why would we go get him? He was in Thailand fucking with people.
yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah.
And he does it in America. He's a nuisance here. He was a nuisance there.
Oh shit. So are you glad this man is being held overseas?
I'm not like, I don't actively want him to be held over there, but I'm not going to say fucking get this guy back.
Yeah, I
There's
hear
Marines
you.
that are being held fucking hostages.
I guess you're right. There's still journalists that are not free overseas.
Yeah, we got bigger
You know.
fish to fry. Let them, and he's got an 18-month sentence. He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back. And this is Vitaly, 18
Yeah.
months. Damn, so he got sentenced. He's actually in prison. He's
Yeah.
not being held in jail.
They're saying that he'll probably get 18 months. He hasn't been sentenced yet.
Hopefully to give him time served like they do here.
Yeah. So I do empathize that he was just getting his career back after his downfall. Let's not forget that this guy ate like 3 ounces of shroom and beat up an innocent jogger who happened to be a female.
Is that what he did?
That's how his career got canceled originally. He beat up one of his neighbors that
What?
was jogging. A pretty woman was like jogging, and he was like high on shrooms, ran out of his house and fucking attacked her.
He attacked her while he was on drugs. Whoa, and he beat her up?
Yeah. And you've seen Vitaly. He's enormous.
He's a big dude. Damn.
And that's how he was originally canceled. Now he ended up losing all his money, boom, boom, blah, blah, blah. He made his comeback. He was reformed, made a comeback, started catching pedophiles on the internet, got super big on Kick, and then thought he was going to do a world tour, and that shit halted in the Philippines.
Oh, wait a minute. So he was touring? Pretty much he was doing, I guess, like some kind of, I don't know.
He's doing IRL live streams the same way you see iShowSpeed he did the South America tour. He did
I
the
got
Europe.
you.
He was probably trying to do something like that, and he was in the Philippines live streaming. And this poor fucking cameraman, he got sucked into it with him. That guy's going to jail too.
Is he in prison?
The cameraman's in jail too.
Oh, shit, dude. Really?
Yeah.
Man.
So it's like it's difficult to really empathize for this guy when he's like, I can't support that kind of behavior. I don't like it. Like, I don't think it's entertaining to go out and fuck with the public.
Do they let you play golf in prison?
Not in the Philippines. They only look at fucking feeding them.
Yikes. I can't even golf, man.
Nah, can't even golf. And dude, he can't get any of the steroids he was on.
Damn, you can't get none of that gear.
Yeah.
That's what they say in the bodybuilding world. They call it gear. Gear.
I'd like to get gear.
Yeah, that's what they say. You want
I
gear?
want the one that you don't have to work out with, though.
Yeah, that one don't exist. That
I
one.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
I wish, man. Believe me, I'd be jacked. I'd be sitting here shredded, bro.
Yeah, give me the one that you could just like chew on. I want the one that's in like a gummy flavor, like you know.
Yeah. I want the
then-
one that'll add some yardage to my drive.
I'll take that.
Add some yardage to my drive.
We went to the driving range today. It was fucking closed.
Yeah, it was close, man. We can get some work in, man. We went over, pitched a few, putted a few on the old green.
This channel might turn into a golf channel. You guys better be careful.
My tan is on point, by the way.
You look so tan.
I'm
You're
fucking
golden.
I'm sun kissed.
Yes.
Right now.
Ah. You're Tampico.
You feel me?
I do feel you. You want to talk about Diddy and his diddling getaway?
Yeah. No racketeering. Guy's not guilty of racketeering. He beat a racketeering case.
Dude, his lawyer beat 2 of them this year.
That is insane. Who was the other lawyer? Young Thug?
He was Young Thug's lawyer
Oh,
too.
shit. Damn. That dude crushing
That
these
dude beat
RICO
2
cases.
and he just submitted an appeal to have Young Thug's his
Record expunged?
not his record expunged, but he's on like parole or like probation to have it like reduced down a little bit.
He might get it, man. Listen, the guy is successful, it seems. He knows what he's doing. He's running laps around these guys. Hopefully,
laps around the feds, dude. They're gonna fucking put this guy on the list that doesn't exist.
yeah. Better be careful, right? So he beat the racketeering. He beat the trafficking cases, the one with Cassie and the one with the unnamed. I think she was a Jane Doe, right? Mm-hmm. Beat those 2 cases. Or those 3 charges, rather. And now, he was found guilty of transporting for the purpose of prostitution. 2 counts. So
He'll come home, right?
Oh, yeah, he's coming home, bro. I think it holds a maximum of 10 years, the sentence, but he ain't getting no 10 years for that, dude. They're going to give him, he's already been in there for what? It's probably like 2 years now or something. You know how time flies?
They're picking chooses. You know how many rich motherfuckers got pussy in the air right now waiting to touch down?
Yeah, well, this is, who beat everything also pretty much was Epstein's buddies. Funny how, Puff beats all those cases, and then now all of a sudden, after Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, everybody, they all said that there were client lists. She said she had the client list on her desk right now being reviewed. And now all of a sudden the client list don't exist.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Like, come on, the client list don't exist and get out of here, dude.
So what was he in jail for?
Yeah. It's like, what are we talking about, dude?
If there was no list and there was no diddling.
Yeah. They're saying, I think they were in trouble for, like recruiting the girls or something or bringing them places. That's why Ghislaine Maxwell, the woman that he was in business with or whatever their relationship was, she's doing like 20 years, which is funny to me. I'm like, so who were they getting these people for? Who were you getting these young girls for? Yeah. Like, that's the thing. What? They had some just insatiable appetite where they were constantly doing this themselves with everybody that was on the plane going over there not being mentioned?
Bro, they were the plug.
Come on. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. You ever hear his come up, Epstein? Do you know how he came up?
No. Nobody knows how he made his money.
Oh, no. They know how he started to, who put him in place, but we just don't understand, like, what it makes no sense. Like, dude, he was like... He dropped out he finished high school, never finished college. All of a sudden, this guy meets this guy, Barr is his last name, this really wealthy, like billionaire guy. His son worked for the government.
He meets him on the course?
I don't know, maybe. He meets the dad. Somehow they end up, knowing each other, whatever. This guy makes him a teacher at one of the most prestigious colleges in Manhattan. Guy's like 21 years old with no college and no experience teaching. Makes him this teacher over there. Like, what?
He makes him a professor?
Dude, makes him a professor. Then, like, years later, he ends up moving over to some financial institution that's plugged in by these other guys with no background in finance. Oh. Dude, he's a lower level guy in that company. Next thing you know, he becomes partner. Dude, he goes from entry level assistant to a trader. That was what it was. Like, this is the guy that gets the coffee for the guy that's making the stock trades. 4 years later, partner in the firm.
Is he extorting these dudes?
Dude, this is what the whole thing is about. Like, there was even a massive transfer from one of these billionaire guys of like $10 million into his account and they can't explain what it is. They would start saying he's a consultant and shit, you know?
He gave me a good tip.
Yeah. So then, and just everybody that he's in business with, nobody ever really says what he does, but he just gets money from all these guys. And the way he came up is insane. It's insane. How do you get into these places? How do you get into these places?
You need young children.
He must be feeding some kind of need that can't be found anywhere else or isn't easy to find.
That's crazy.
What else could it be?
And we'll never know.
Yeah. We'll never know. They closed it up now after they said repeatedly. Pam Bondi said that there were thousands of videos, she said, of Epstein with kids.
He said that they were going to Trump said he was going to fucking release the list.
Yeah.
The day he came into office. Dude, Trump's really fucking shit the bed.
Dude, everybody's shitting the bed. I don't believe any of this. I always know that the government is full of shit. Trust me. They're all full of shit. But to see it play out constantly on both sides, I'm just over it, dude. I'm over it. Everybody's lying. Like, get rid of these people. Get rid of everybody. Get rid of everybody. I'm over this whole president shit.
It's so crazy how, and this happens every single election, but it's so like crazy how like under like how under delivering he is, like how most of the things that he promised, like even the simple stuff that he said was going to be done within a week.
Yeah. It just goes to show you that it really don't, either he's 100% full of shit, or it goes to show you that whoever's in that White House as president does not matter.
Yeah.
You know, it's all a show. It's a facade. It's a, you know, he plays a character. He plays a role. Nobody, you know, he's not allowed to really do anything. And there's no policy change because there's people behind the scenes that are just like, this is what it is. And then you get in there and you're probably like, holy shit, I can't change any of this. Or, I got in and I don't have to do shit because I'm a liar. It's one or the other.
Yeah, he gets there, he looks at the list, he's on it. All right, we're not showing this. Guess what? In 4 months, tell him there is no list.
Yeah, it might be, who knows? Maybe his sons or something went there to play golf or some shit. Who knows? You know?
His son's on there with Hunter sitting next to him.
Smoking rock.
With a small Somalian boy.
Oh my God. Yeah, dude, it's got to be some incriminating. Who do they have, dude? They got to have everybody, bro.
Yeah, dude.
They got to have all these rich guys, man.
Yeah, Bill Clinton and Kim Jong-un smoking an L together.
Bro, there is like speculation that Epstein,
Allegedly.
that there's speculation that Epstein was some kind of asset, either for the Israeli government or the U.S. government.
Dude, when did it, I feel like it's so funny that I never even know Israel had as much power as they do.
Yeah, bro.
Am I just new to this? Has everybody always known this?
I think it's just now it's hard to lie and hide everything. And I think it's just information is
But how do they have this
out.
power? They're not even that big. Like, oh, they got a crazy, like, I guess they got some planes and shit. But
I think it goes back in history. I think that there's favors owed over decades. That's what I think it is. I think go back to World War II, something happened in that area that's not in the textbooks. Something
You
happened.
think there was some diamonds exchanged?
I don't know. All I know is Hitler was half Jewish. He was. So I think there's a lot to this puzzle that we don't know about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think there's a lot of shit that they don't put in the books because you know who writes history?
The winners.
The winners.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. What? Next topic.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking piss off the JM. Prime Day.
Yeah, Prime Day. Yo, I wanted to talk about. I can't get into it. Forget it.
What? Let's hear it.
I was just gonna say, or I was gonna ask if you're familiar with Epstein's plea deal he got from like the charges he had in the early 2000s.
No, was it as good as some of the Prime Day deals you seen?
No, I was just gonna talk about more of this corruption really and how crazy and weird it is. You want to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
This dude got arrested for literal crimes against like minors. Literally what he got. Bro, this guy ends up getting a plea deal where I think he served 13 months or 15 months. Dude, he wasn't in a prison. He was in the sheriff's office. And he could leave for 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. He was allowed to leave.
But they do that a lot in other states.
Dude, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. This guy's going.
Dude, I know somebody that went to jail only on the weekends.
Yeah, I mean, but for what he was charged
this guy
with,
didn't touch a kid.
like, this is crazy.
You told me this something crazy. I thought, if your parents catch you smoking a cigarette, they make you smoke the whole pack. I think they just line up a bunch of kids in front of him. Like,
No, my God. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ.
They said, yeah, you're not going to like this after this. I don't want to.
It's not working with this
I
guy.
said, the deal they gave him? I'm like, what? Did they make him? What did they make him do?
Yeah. No, dude,
It is crazy. That
it's insane.
That he gets to go home. He gets to leave.
He was able to go to his
12 hours a
office.
day.
Bro, they had a TV installed in the attorney's office in the building.
Well, these guys remain informed.
He was allowed to go to. Finally, he was released, right? He gets released on house arrest for a year, but he's allowed to fly to his different houses in different countries. So he's on house arrest, but he's allowed to fly to his other residences in other places, the U.S. Virgin Islands, all that kind of stuff.
Our legal system is like a fugazi, and it's like whatever you're convicted by the media. And like that's what happens. You look at the Tory Lanez case. Tory Lanez case is another really good one.
For real.
Where there's no bullet fragments found in this chick's foot. Multiple witnesses say that they seen her friend shooting the gun. There's so many holes in that story. Yet Tory Lanez is sitting in prison right now.
Yep. And he's still, and now even after new information has come out,
He's still in jail.
you know, I don't know, man. That's the crazy thing about court, right?
Dude, if he gets found that if they end up overturning his conviction, she should have to do the jail time.
I agree with that. If there's false accusation, she might not know who did it. You know, she might just be assuming. I mean, you never know.
She knows she was never shot in the fucking foot.
Yeah, they said it was
They
even
pulled
the
glass out of her foot.
the initial doctor said that it was glass pieces, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Hell have no fury like a woman scorned. Is that what the fucking expression
That's
is?
it. I think that's exactly what it is. I think it's hell hath.
Hath.
Hell hath no fury.
Yeah. That's
Like that.
exactly how it is.
That's
Yeah.
how I talk on the golf course.
The second Justin hits the fucking course, that's exactly how he sounds.
Stupendous shot.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
Last week he showed up in a kilt.
Ha! Had a bagpipe player in the passenger seat of my golf cart.
What up, Chris? You don't know this, but Justin is a
Golfs.
part-time professional golfer.
I golf, bro. Get ready.
So-
I'm telling you, get in on the ground floor now. We're going to be having Masters of None golf gloves that I'll be signing. Berto's going to sign them as well. We'll sign them each on 2 fingers, you know, and just get in on the ground floor before I become, you know, one of the top golfers.
I'm
All
going
right?
to sign the two inside ones.
There you go. He's going to sign those. I'm going to sign this one. This one right here.
Let's talk about Amazon Prime Day.
Prime Day.
Prime Day used to be like once a year, and it used to be good deals, just like Black Friday.
It's a week now, and it's all horseshit.
I feel like there's not a lot, except for the $22 panini.
The Panini Press?
Panini Press,
I might get one, bro.
$22.
I cannot tell a lie, brother.
You could fit 2 sandwiches in this puppy.
Yep. I'm drinking cold brew coffee, and I'm going to regret this.
Yeah.
I'm calling you tonight at 1 a.m. when I'm wide awake, staring at the ceiling, thinking about my
That
problems.
happened to me the other day, dude. It hold me. If I drink coffee after like 7 p.m., it will hold me fucking hostage.
So why'd you dump it off on me, dog?
Because I needed it. I needed a little pick me up. After
need
you
it-
and I had hit the range earlier, I needed something to pick me back up.
Telling you, man, you're trying to make me shoot a poor score in the morning, aren't you?
Are you going golfing in the morning?
I may.
Oh.
I very well might, Rabbit. I might.
Chris says, "Oh, I thought you were doing the Michael Jackson one glove thing. Now he's doing the
When you see me moonwalking on that green,
not gonna be able to moonwalk with your new golf shoes.
nope, not with the new golf shoes, but they're spikeless.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't get the spike ones. I got like the sneakers. You know, yeah. I don't.
I think that's better.
Yeah. I need to.
I went with the spike one, and I kind of regret it.
Yeah.
I don't regret it's that I got to take them on and off. I got to bring a pair of slides with me or something like that because you can't be walking on the cement with them. You know,
Oh yeah, you might dull the spikes.
I
Gotcha.
don't want to ruin my grip.
Yeah, nothing worse than the old dull spikes on the
I got to
old
be able
golfing
to
shoes.
drive through the ball on my drive.
That's right.
I got to go hips in,
That's right. You got to close off that left side and make it work.
elbow tight, dick through the ball.
That's it.
All right.
Right through it. I got to extend my putter grip. I want the nice jammy,
You get to get the thick jammy.
the thick jammy, the thickums.
I guess we kind of talked about the FBI DOJ concluding that Jeffrey Epstein didn't die by suicide, or did die by suicide, and that he did not have a client list, even though the same people a couple months ago were telling us they did have a list and they were going to show it to us.
How does
So-
he not have a client list? What was his business where he's got to have a client list of some sort?
I mean, they did always talk about like the logs.
Yeah, they were talking about flight logs, like who flew
Yeah.
to the island. But really, I don't think flying to the island constitutes a criminal action.
No, but I do think that they didn't tell us everybody on that list either.
No, they didn't. But I guess they don't have to make it public, right? I mean, if they can't
If
tie,
they used it in court, then it's public information.
did they use it in court? The flight log? I think they released a lot of the flight log, but it was like so many people. It was like, okay, can't be this many
They
people.
released the flight log, but there was a lot of names that were redacted.
That's right. A lot of like those like black
black
lines,
bars.
black bars that block everything out.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, yeah, dude, I don't know. There's something up, but I don't like the lying, dude. I don't like the lying, bro. And then just coming out and just like, yeah, what are you going to do? Wasn't true. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
I don't like that
Yeah,
shit.
this current administration is really shit in the bed.
Yeah, they're shit in the bed. Everybody's shit in the bed. I hate it, man. Dan Bongino folding
lot
like
of-
origami. Cash Patel folding. Pam Bondi folding. Trump folding.
And dude, there's trouble in paradise. You see Trump upset with his own party because, you know, they're reluctant to pass his big, beautiful bill. Them making adjustments in it after it passed the fucking House, and then making like, how do you just like write a bill? It passes the first part, and then before it gets to the next one, you redesign it. You change things in it.
I don't know why there's not a limit to how much stuff they can put in a bill. Like, it's always about a million different things. It's like a bunch of shit hidden under shit with the marketing title.
That's why.
Yeah.
So they could say, all right, everybody's going to get a $5,000 check, but we get to keep your kidney, you know, after 65.
Yeah. See, but all that shit to me is we need to get rid of them. I feel like as people, we need to be able to say, okay, we're going to have a re-election. And we're going to re-elect people. We need to get these people out. There needs to be some kind of action. I know it's like impeachment or whatever, but it's damn near impossible to prove it.
Well, they're talking about impeaching this guy every other week.
Yeah, I want to impeach other servants. I want to impeach, you know, local politicians, impeach congressmen, impeach senators. Like, get rid of these people. Get them out, dude.
Who do you want? You want that guy running for mayor for New York City?
Who? That guy that freaking wants like Sharia law in Brooklyn?
The guy that wants to give people $30 minimum wage?
Get the hell out of here. That guy's a retard. $30 minimum wage. What do you think this is, you dumb idiot? If you're going to make it $30 for, what are you going to do then? Then rent's going to be $5,000? Like, what are we talking about? This is clown shit.
It doesn't make any sense.
This is clown shit. I don't care how good you flip a burger at McDonald's. You do not deserve $30 an hour. Get out of here with that shit.
I'm glad you
dude.
feel this way because I felt like you were against me when the Amazon strike, but here we are.
No, $30
aligned.
is crazy as hell.
Here we are aligned.
You know, $30, that's crazy, bro.
And fuck Amazon workers too.
You know, $30, you're kidding me, dude. That is not a skill worth any money. Cut it out. That's a job for 16-year-olds.
Same thing with the Amazon warehouse.
It's not a job for adults all the time, all right? Pull yourself together, all right?
You could take the job as an adult, but you're going to get paid for the amount.
You're going to get paid the same
level.
as a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
So, sorry. That's it. Now, I don't think you should have to shit in a bag in aisle 3 while you're pulling my replacement iPod charger or something like that.
No, there shouldn't be a weird quota that makes you shit in the bag. No, I don't. But I don't think they deserve to be unionized and get paid $27.
Yeah.
And the thing about the Amazon workers, they're already making like $26 an hour.
Maybe they should just get fitter and just get more fit and be better at pulling those products off the shelf.
You think they're limited by their athleticism?
Yeah, they're probably slobs. A lot of them.
And hence they don't deserve the money. What if they paid them like merit based?
If they paid them based on how much work you do, and they
Yeah.
were like, listen, this is what you get. You get, then go for it. But $30 an hour is crazy. They get $26 an hour. Is that what minimum wage is now?
No. The Amazon guys were getting
I mean, not
20.
minimum wage, but like close to entry level pay, or is that top pay? Because I'll go work over there a couple days.
Well, that's what the gripe about Amazon was. It's like everybody was like, dude, these guys do make a decent wage. Like there's a bunch of, I want to say minimum wage is like $17 an hour or something like that. And they were making way more than that. And that's why, people were kind of like laughing at them when they were attempting to unionize. And I think they did unionize in a couple of their warehouses.
Yeah, it's just the cost of living is just impossible. That's the problem is like, I don't know if raising minimum wage is the answer. I think it's more so just trying to put policies in place that make things more affordable.
Spaz says, going back to Prime Day, 12 and 14 piece Callaway set is on sale for Prime Day. 30% off.
30% off. Callaway said, huh? Watch your mouth, kid.
30% off. And
Are you going to look it up?
I think that...
A whole Callaway set? What, on Amazon? What, you going to buy some clubs? You want to play with us?
Yeah, you coming down to play?
You coming down? Who's that, Spaz?
Yeah.
Come on, let's play, bro. Where you at, bro? Don't say it on the air. But we'll come down and we'll make a trip out of it. Let's go. Find a nice golf course.
This is the set that also has. It's on sale. It's it's $500 originally. Prime Day deal, $339.
How long ago did Juan get his clubs? Usually the companies will do, like they'll pay you back the difference.
Yeah, but we can't. He got a deal that they can never recreate.
Oh, true story. You're right. How much are they on sale for? Probably $350.
The set, not the set that he got, the bigger set, is on sale for about the same price as the set that he would have got. It was $339.
$339. Yeah, but I'm not in the market for a new set, man. I'm regripping some clubs I got. I got to max out the clubs I have before I start going crazy buying new clubs.
Yeah, I'm not ready for a new set. I got my set off of OfferUp. It's nothing special, but it's a full set.
Yeah, a full set it's nice, man. And listen, man, when you're learning, listen, I'm a golfer. I'm telling you, get on the ground floor, guys. Get in on the ground floor. Be a fan of mine and my golf game before I'm touring.
Add Justin on 18 birdies so you guys can watch him play every weekend.
Oh my God, that should be a thing. We should do that. Add us on 18 birdies, bro. But you know,
that's it, brother. We're at the hour.
Are we at the hour?
We're at the hour.
All right, we going to the range?
No,
You want to go to Top Golf?
No, I can't, dude. I gotta
Come on,
take
bro. Let's
care
go
of
to Top Golf.
If I go upstairs and my kids aren't there, then maybe we could go to Top Golf.
Listen. The sooner we get out, you know. All right,
Top Golf
guys.
wouldn't be a terrible idea for
Nope.
tonight.
All right. Messing Up Podcast, episode 257. 258. Messing Up Podcast, episode 258. I play golf. And yeah, if we start making some golf content, we're definitely going to let you guys know because I got something to talk to Berto about after we finish here. And check us out on all audio podcast platforms. If you don't find us on your favorite one, Berto will let you know what you can do.
Join a Discord. Join a Discord and harass us until we place the podcast on your obscure podcast listening platform. Join a Discord anyways. Suggest topics. And come bullshit with us. Justin's going to show you guys his swing.
That's it. Right now, I only have a putter, so I can't show you, but maybe I'll post a video. And with that said, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you never miss a single episode. And shout out to everybody in the chat. We appreciate you guys. And also, thanks for telling us about those clubs on sale. That's it.
Da, 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 da.